Welcome back to Walking the Spiral of Truth and Love. I'm Coach Bill Gisclair-Sullivan with Meditate School of Mindfulness and Sound. This space is an invitation to slow down, to listen beneath the noise, and to meet life with presence, honesty, and compassion. The reflections I'll share ahead are rooted in the SVMT method of transformation, our heart-centered embodied approach to healing, where change doesn't come from force, but from awareness, safety, and the living intelligence of the body. As I continue this series in fascia therapies, in part 1 we met fascia as the living web. In part 2 we explored how fascia keeps score. In part 3 we stepped into the dance between protection and flow. And today, in part 4, we enter the waters. Because fascia is not only structure, it's fluid. Perhaps we can almost call it a river system within you. And when the river flows, life flows. So, take a breath with me. Let your shoulders soften, let your breath settle, and let's walk this spiral of truth and love together. I wonder if you could imagine for a moment that there's a river moving inside of you, a quiet current of fluidity and flow that touches every part of you. Every layer of tissue, every breath that wanders through your body, this river is your fascia. It glides, it nourishes, it listens. It reflects how freely you move through life and how gently you let life move through you. When the river flows, you feel spacious, alive, and connected. When the river slows, you might feel tight, stuck, thirsty for something that you can't name. Your body is a landscape of water, and your fascia is the riverbed, shaped by what you've lived, by what you've held, and what you're finally ready to release. In my teaching in the SVMT method of fascia therapies, we recognize that fascia is not simply a structure. It's a living hydrated matrix, a fluid system that carries sensation, emotion, vibration, and life through the body. Fascia depends on a kind of inner hydration that's more than just water. It's a gel-like water-based environment that allows tissue to glide and slide and communicate. When this matrix is healthy, the body feels elastic and responsive. Movement's easy. Breath has space. The body feels like it belongs and is communicating with itself. But when fascia becomes dehydrated, when it thickens and sticks and loses glide, the body feels dense, heavy, restricted. Not only physically, but emotionally, spiritually, vibrationally. And this is where we begin to understand something important. The river within you is affected by your life. Chronic stress can dehydrate the fascia. Suppressed emotion can compress it. Overthinking can stiffen. Old survival patterns can pull the system into holding. This is why emotional heaviness so often becomes physical heaviness. Not because the body's failing you, but because the river has slowed. And just as important, we can almost see the body as not only water, but as weather. Fascia responds to emotion the way the river responds to climate. Fear can freeze the water of the body. Grief can slow it. Anger can heat it. Love can warm and soften it, and joy can expand it. Your emotional climate shapes your inner river. This is why hydration is always multi-layered. Yes, water helps, but so does the breath, so does movement, so does sound and vibration, and so does the ability to feel what's real without contracting around it. Our teachings show that gentle movement restores glide. Diaphragmatic breath creates wave-like motion through the torso. And sound and vibration, especially tuning forks or singing bowls or humming or toning or chanting or the gong, remind the body how to flow again. Because vibration reorganizes the inner waters. It breaks stagnation. It restores rhythm. It invites the river to remember its natural motion. Because vibration is the language that fascia understands. And here's one of the most subtle truths. When fascia becomes more fluid, identity becomes more fluid too. Rigidity starts to melt away. The old stories that we're holding in our body start to loosen, and then possibility widens. A body that can flow is a life that can flow. Sometimes, as we move through life, we think we're stuck because we aren't hard enough. But often we're stuck because we've been holding too long. And the body doesn't respond to pressure the way the mind does. The body responds to permission, to safety. The river returns when the environment becomes kind enough for it to move again. This is the practice, this is the discovery, and this is the truth. So allow that to settle for a moment. Just pause and breathe. And if you're in a space where you can do this, I'm going to invite you to a little somatic inquiry. If you can close your eyes or soften your gaze, I invite you to take a nice slow breath in and just a little bit of a longer breath out. And do that again a couple of times. And notice the flow, not just of your breath, but as your body moves. Feel the rhythm. Feel that flow. And I wonder if you can begin to imagine it as the river of your body. Allow it to expand from just your breath to your whole body. And as you feel the flow, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Where does the river, where does the flow easily? And where in your body does it feel thick or quiet, held or still? And place your hand in one of those still places. Wherever that still place may be, feel the connection of your hand as it touches there. And then imagine warm water moving into that space. Feel that warmth. And then invite in the breath. Breathe into that place. Invite in softness. Invite in a sense of spaciousness. Breathe through it. And ask gently, what would help you flow again? No forcing, just listening. Not to words, but sensation. And I wonder if you recognize that with this permission, with that sense of safety, with that inquiry, the river returns to itself when the conditions are right. As we teach in our training, hydration and vibration together are one of the most powerful combinations, because vibration doesn't just calm the body. If done with precision, with intention, with titration, it helps reorganize the inner waters of the fascia. For instance, using a low-weighted frequency tuning fork, like 68.05, can soften dense, sticky layers that have lost glide. Using a frequency like 136.1 weighted tuning fork can restore rhythm and coherence. If used in certain areas on the body, it helps open the diaphragm and support parasympathetic settling. Using a Himalayan singing bowl on the body can help create the kind of fluid resonance that moves through the tissues like gentle tides. Humming into your chest can help stimulate vagal tone and invites the breath to deepen from the inside out. Something like a low gong wave can open the entire fascial river system, clearing stagnation and restoring movement across the whole field. Because we know in our research that sound and vibration can break the tension on the surface, and then the breath can widen the channel. And then presence, the presence of a regulated nervous system, will open the gate. This is vibrational hydration, not as concept, but as lived experience. This is what we do. This is the SVMT method of transformation. So if you'd like to flow a little deeper, and you're in a space where you can do this, I invite you to come on this meditation with me, or you can come back to it later. I call it Returning to the Inner River. Once you're ready to begin, find your meditative space. You can sit or lie down or whatever feels right to you. And once you're settled in, if it feels comfortable, allow your eyes to close. Allow your body to be supported by whatever is beneath you. Relax and unwind, and then bring your awareness to your breath. Notice your breath without forcing, just being aware. Inhaling nice and slow, and exhaling nice and easy. Just feel that breath. Lean into the rhythm. Again, without wanting to change it or direct it, just know that your breath is flowing perfectly right now. As you follow that breath in through your nose and down through your windpipe and into your chest and your tummy, feel that rise and that fall. The in and the out. Then allow your awareness to expand and imagine your breath moving like water through your body, a warm tide rising and falling. And then imagine on every exhale you allow your body to soften just a little bit. Just a little bit. And relax. And as you relax now and you feel that flow, I wonder if you could scan your body and bring some awareness to a place that still feels tight or still or held. And bring your awareness there. And if it's comfortable, you can even place a hand there. Breathe into that space and silently offer a message that says something like, it's okay to soften. It's okay to move again. It's okay to flow. And breathe into that place. And imagine that place being warmed from the inside, as though the inner river is returning to its channel. And just stay there. Stay with the breath. Stay with the warmth. Stay with your soft permission to flow. Stay with sensation. And just rest here for a few slow breaths. Just breathe. Just relax. And if you had placed your hand there, go ahead and set it down back by your side or whatever feels comfortable for you. Feel the sensation that's there now. And don't try to force it to be different than it is. Notice if it has started to flow or not. And know that you can come back to it over and over and over again. And breathe. And then when you're ready, let's turn our awareness fully back to the breath and begin our return to feel the surface beneath you, to sense the room around you, to wiggle your toes, to move your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes softly and start to move your body a little bit more. And just rest here for a moment. And know that as you move through life, you were never meant to live as a stone, rigid, unmoving, carrying the weight of 1,000 moments of life. You were meant to flow. You're meant to soften. You're meant to return to the rhythm of your inner waters. The river within you is the river of your becoming. And every breath, every vibration, every moment of awareness turns the tide back toward life. Let the river flow. Allow yourself to flow. Allow the fascia to glide and move. This is the practice. So I thank you for walking the spiral with me today. May what we explored settle gently into your body, not as pressure, but as permission. This is the heart of the SVMT method of transformation and the practitioner of fascia therapies, learning to restore flow through presence, breath, and vibrational awareness. As you stay with me, look forward in the next couple days for part 5. In part 5, we'll explore vibration as medicine and explain why sound enters fascia more deeply than thought and how frequency becomes a direct pathway to transformation. And as always, I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, and it's been my honor to walk the spiral with you today. If you feel called to, put a little like or a comment. And I look forward to sharing the spiral with you next time. Always remember, love is the way and truth is the path.